I'm Tabitha.
And I'm Sarah.
We are the Wine Moms Podcast,
where we talk about the frantics, funnies, and fails of parenting.
We're so glad you're here.
Welcome to our village.
Cheers, mamas.
Cheers. What are we drinking tonight, Tabitha?
We have Apothic Red. That's all I got. Winemaker's Blend. There it is.
Rich and smooth.
Yes, it says dark fruit by hints and wait. I can read.
Whatever that was.
Tabitha's doing great. Our winemaker masterfully creates a smooth blend where rich layers of dark fruit emerge, complemented by hints of mocha and vanilla. I mean, I like all those things separately, so I should like it all together, right?
Yeah. I mean, I've already drank half the bottle, and I apologize, but I definitely
Party foul.
Yeah, I know. I party fouled this week. You did last week. I party fouled this week. I definitely get the mocha. So I'm curious to see what you say.
It's definitely dark.
Yep.
I don't know.
I love your
Sarah's
face.
laughing at my face.
I love your face.
Yeah, you can definitely taste the mocha, right? It's
a lot. Yeah, mocha. I'd almost say like dark chocolate. I don't even know. It doesn't even say anything about dark chocolate. I don't really get the whole. I don't taste a lot of vanilla, but that's just me.
No, I like vanilla too. I don't taste any vanilla. I don't know. You said there was
cherry.
An Apothic. Yeah. Yeah, it definitely tastes cherry. I don't taste dark
cherry,
fruit.
Dark chocolate. I like it. It's not something you pop open if you're wanting to substitute, your wine for like a dessert. So
yeah, this is like a cheese wine.
Yes.
Right. This is not a sweet wine. I don't hate it. I'm gonna continue drinking it and the rest of the bottle. But
it's a wine to sip. It's a sipping wine.
Mm-hmm. I've drank over half my glass, but yes.
Oh, okay.
Wine.
Or it's not. It's okay.
Been a long weekend, Sarah. Let me enjoy the wine.
Yeah.
I've resorted to having a box wine in my drink fridge. You know,
right.
I can just
keeping it classy.
turn
it's
it.
All right.
Yeah. Don't judge me.
No. No judgment. Not at all.
Yeah, you liked my coffee cup. Let's just say this is coffee because it was 6:30 and I didn't want to have a wine glass yet, so I just opened that box wine straight into that coffee
needs
cup.
To know. It's okay. No.
Oh my goodness, dude! The weekend. Did you have a fun weekend like I did?
Probably.
Our notes, all I see is kinetic sand.
Okay, yeah. So my big fail, and this is a PSA for any parents out there who may not have experienced kinetic sand with their children. It was I was a first timer this weekend, and there were bags on sale at Walmart.
Yeah,
I picked up a couple bags. It looked fun. And like the commercials, it shows that the sand like stays together and it looks all nice. And my kids had a blast. Hours played with the sand. Hours. And I go to clean it up and I scoop it into a bag. I seal the bag. You don't see sand. You don't see it. It is everywhere. It is in every crevice. Everywhere. It is on the bottom of your socks. It is in the bathroom. I got into my bed last night. It's on my sheets.
Oh, no.
How is it on my sheets? It just feels like there's just sand everywhere. And you can't even see it. You just feel it.
It's like you went to the ocean, but you live in Illinois.
I don't understand. I'm like, how is it everywhere? How is it all over my house?
Well, it's funny because I legit looked at it this weekend, and I thought, I think I want to get some kinetic sand. That'd be kind of fun. We're in quarantine again. Why not? I'm glad I didn't.
My kids loved it. I mean, they had a blast, but they will never have a blast with kinetic sand again. It is gone.
I have a sand pit in my backyard, so I can go play there.
Yeah, maybe it's an outside thing, but it's like 40 degrees here, so.
Yeah. Yeah, stick with Play-Doh inside, y'all, is what Sarah's saying.
At least I can see Play-Doh. The sand, it just disappeared. But I could feel it on every surface, everywhere. That
grainy, it's out, yeah. I remember I took my Girl Scout troop camping / going to the beach / San Diego Zoo. We had 6, 7, 8 girls, 2 adults, and we were sleeping in a cabin. We went to the beach for the day, came back. There was sand everywhere. Everywhere. It was in my sleeping bag. It was in my clothes. I ended up having to get new pants at the beach because mine got wet. It was fun. Sand doesn't go away. It's like you absorb it.
Lingering reminder of what you just experienced, and even if the experience is nice, the aftermath is just not worth it.
Yeah. I think that's what it's like, a hangover that doesn't go away.
Yes. Oh my God, that's it.
Yeah. Kinetic sand, the hangover that doesn't go away. There you go. That's your catchphrase. I don't think they're gonna want that, but
no.
Well, I mean, I had a similar experience. We have the Christmas tradition of we go out every year. Chris and I take one kid each. This year I took all the kids singly.
I don't know why. Why?
He had this idea. He had the idea that Tabitha goes and takes the oldest, then the second, then the third shopping individually, and then he'll take all 3 out together to shop for me. So our tradition is we take each kid, they shop for their sibling and dad for his birthday and for Christmas. And it used to be we'd go out to lunch or dinner, we'd swap, and then we'd go get an ornament. Well, crazy times.
Yeah.
Phoenix isn't quite nearly as bad as Illinois, but yeah, so I decided, hey, we should do it this weekend. We have travel coming up, etc. So I take Parker. It's noon. Took Parker. We're gone for like an hour and a half. Only went to one store. It's chaos. He's cranky, but he shops for his siblings, etc. Take Kylie. She decides 3 stores. So we go to 3 stores. Fine. Come back. Sit with Jasper for a little bit because he misses me. And then I take Veda. 1 store. And, the 4-year-old mentality of I want to buy for me. I don't want to buy for anybody else. I didn't miss that mentality. And it was just exhausting. Even worse, by the 3rd time, I went to the same store 3 times. Each time I walked in the door, they're like, are you going to bring the baby next time? I'm like, y'all should know me. Y'all should not know me.
We're friends anyway.
The AT&T salesperson was like, oh, hey, you're back again. This is your yeah, don't ask.
Are you where'd you find this kid?
No. Yeah. And then some other mom was like, would you like to do that with my kids? And I was like, no. You can be drunk enough to do that yourself. Go ahead, And then I think it was 6:30 by the time we were done, and then dinner and put all the babies to bed. Jasper hated me. He was so mad at me that I was gone all day for him. And then it was Chris's turn to do it today. He seemed to have a ton of fun. But it's cute. I think that my win is seeing the kids be so excited to find something for their sibling. Veda was so beyond excited that she found something for Kylie. Like, she's jumping up and down the aisle, just a little jumping beat, just bounce. I'm so excited. And it wasn't for something for herself. It was something for her sister. And that to me was worth.
And she'll get to return it again when Kylie gets to open it.
Yeah, forever away. They'll all forget by then. I remember. I'm grateful for it now.
But I'm just exhausted thinking about taking each kid individually to all these different
Pro
stores.
tip, do it online.
Right?
Save your time. Do it online. We thought, and Jasper will be. I haven't figured out what he's going to buy his siblings. Because, you know, he's a baby. It has to be a funny gift. But his is online. I'm not doing the whole...
No.
You know,
No.
he's fine. He can do it online. So it was great. And Jasper rolled over yesterday.
Woohoo!
Stubborn child. He can walk straight
roly-poly.
in the walker. Yeah. Oh, he thought it was hilarious. He figured it out. He was shocked. And then I flip him back on his stomach, and he looks at me, huge grin on his face, and woof, flies over. So he's a fan. He wants to walk. He doesn't want to crawl. He scoots backwards on his butt. He'll crawl forward. He'll just scoot backwards. And he wants to walk.
Hey, at least it's one direction.
Yeah. I mean, he's great in his walker. You know, he attacks my plants and the cabinetry, and he's trying to figure out how to open the cabinet doors. So I already need to get children locks on those. Wonderful. He's only 5 months old, but you know. He's over half the height of Veda, and she's 4.
Like I said, he's a roly-poly.
He's a tank.
Yeah.
He's a tank, man. Oh, if anyone would have told me that my third child, biological child, would be a gigantic child, I would have taken stock in children's clothing.
Right? Because you're so not giant.
Every month I have to get new clothes for him. It's great. Wonderful. So yeah. Thanksgiving is coming up, Sarah.
I know. I can't wait to eat, like, plates
Food.
and plates full of sweet potato casserole.
That we make.
That I make, yes. It's okay.
Thankfully, the grandparents are making the turkey and stuffing this year, and sweet
nice.
potato pie or casserole, whatever she's making. So I get the cheer of I'm totally making a pumpkin cheesecake and cinnamon apples and the veggies and rolls and cinnamon butter and oh my goodness, I'm excited for food. Out of all of 2020. But no, like, so out of all 2020, what are you most thankful for this year? Like, what is your bread and butter thing?
I mean, like, as of today, not having COVID.
Oh, thank the Lord. I have a few people I know.
I think number one, and just still having a job.
Yeah.
Being employed, me and my husband being employed, that's a very, big thing that I'm thankful for. So,
Yeah.
yeah. What about you?
Family.
Yeah.
My close family. It's been hard. Politics-wise, my uncle and I don't get along, but we love each other and
Moving
we
past
talk to
that
each other. Yeah.
It can be hard, but it's important.
Yeah, and it's so nice to have family on this. We're not on the same page. Even my dad and I aren't on the same page, but that we can talk and just, we can even talk politics without getting to the point of, removing each other from our lives. Mm-hmm. But in general, just, it's been hard. It's been crazy. And having, my parent or my family reaching out and making sure I'm okay with doubling my children this year is nice. It's really nice, and finding new people online that are sweet and cool, and starting the podcast.
Yes.
I'm very excited.
Yes.
It's nice. We have an excuse to talk to each other.
I know. I was going to say, I'm happy to see your face every week, even if it's on the phone. And we're still 1,500 miles away from each other. But it's okay.
It's okay. Y'all, I'm trying to convince Sarah to move near me so we can have a garden center and goats.
Goats. All the goats. Maybe a few chickens.
Yeah. I like eggs.
It's a movie.
Fan of eggs.
Some cows.
Have you seen the mini fluffy cows? I want a fluffy cow.
Like the Scottish cows?
Yeah.
Those are cute.
Yes. They even have mini sheep that are like multicolored and adorable. And I have a problem. our realtor in the state we're moving to is hilarious, and he always kind of jokes with me about my animal obsession. So that's fun.
Bring it on. The more the merrier.
You know, I'm crazy. So with that, our family, our friends.
Yeah, what are we talking about today, Tabitha?
The meat and potatoes this week is fun.
It's, I don't know, not really fun, but we'll make it fun.
Yeah, we'll make it fun for you guys. We'll drink our wine, you drink your wine, and buckle up, because it is talking about advice.
All the parenting advice.
Dun, dun, dun.
All the good, the bad, the horrible.
The hideous.
The crazy advice.
The what y'all talking about? I mean, come on. Like, there are times the advice is, like, warranted, one. And two, okay, you know, sometimes we need the advice to get through our day. And sometimes it's like, just shut up.
Yeah, sometimes, I mean, occasionally you get that advice where it's good to, like, use that as, like, a starting point. But you have to understand that that's not good advice.
Yeah.
To go, you know, off of fully, if that makes sense.
And opinions versus factual, right? You know, you have people with strong opinions, but at the end of the day, is that actually going to help in any way, shape, or form, right?
Yeah, for you or your child, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, your children, even marriage advice. Oh my goodness. Marriage advice.
And then if you tell someone you're not going to take their advice, then they look at you like you just smacked them.
Oh,
and that you're just a horrible person. Well, you don't take my advice. You're not a good mom. What? Go away.
Sarah, legit, you know some of the past with some things in my family, but I asked somebody very close to me and my family for advice, to which they said, "Why are you asking me for advice? You never took it before." Listen. Listen. Not that I didn't want your advice, it was crazy.
Yeah, and there's a difference between, you know, wanting advice and, again, actually, like, following it to the T, because sometimes not all advice is going to work. You know, sometimes that advice is just that stepping point. It's just that, you know, that first step to finding out what will work for you.
Yeah, and I'm not, when it comes to people I'm super close to, you know, I'll talk to I'm the oldest of the girls in my family on my mom's side. So with my younger sister and my cousin, you know, I try to give advice, or people will ask me to give them advice and things like that. And I'm guilty. Like, sometimes I'll go back and I'll read in them and I realize, oh, I was such a bitch. There's no other excuse, you know? And
like, you should do this. You have to do this. Well,
you know, you should do this. You should have done this. Why didn't you do this after the fact, right? And that's not helpful.
It's like, you tried your best.
Yeah.
You tried your best. It's okay.
Oh, gosh. Yeah, but I mean, like, sometimes I will... When I was living with other people that I still love to this day, I was a kid, and I just remember it was the cutest thing, and they had a fight, and they were talking about it, and then they were getting ready for bed, and they told me goodnight, and the next day, the mom was talking to me and just said, "We never go to bed angry at each other." And it wasn't direct marital advice, right? Because I was 14, 15. But it stuck with me. It really did.
Advice. That's advice that everybody should know, and that's probably pretty common advice now that we're older. We've probably both heard it several times, and now we're probably preaching that to our preteens and our children.
Yeah.
That's very solid advice, and in almost every conflict you have with anybody you love, you know, resolve it.
I work it with my kids too. I sit down with the 4-year-old before she goes to bed. You know, this wasn't the best thing, but let's do this. Let's work towards this tomorrow. You know, my preteen, we need to get this under control. Are we on the same page? Let's hug it out. Let's talk. We're under control. my teenager opened his door. I love you. I know, Mom. I'm fine. Okay, thank you. Just want to make sure. But I think it did. It helped me, even with my marriage. Chris and I have been married 15 years. Oh my, Sarah. 15 years?
Yeah, because y'all old.
16.
Yeah. You were at my wedding. Shut up. Yeah. Oh, we've been married 16 years. Crap.
Oh,
Ooh,
Chris
when
just
your husband
burned
calls
you.
you out.
I saw that he tapped on your shoulder like, excuse me, wife.
Yeah. You know, not all women are great at numbers. You know,
No.
men have that stereo. Oh, Lord. Where's the wine? Where's more
Okay.
wine?
It's okay,
That's what
Tabitha. I still love you even if your husband leaves you after 16 years. Okay.
Just go live with Sarah. Sarah takes me and all of our children.
Oh, Lord. I don't know about all that.
Hire a nanny. That's the only way for that. Oh, man. Too many babies. Too many babies. But, yeah, worst advice. I don't know if I've ever...
Well, I'll tell you. Okay. I think everyone's heard this at least once, but the worst parenting advice I've ever been given was, and I've been given this advice with every child from different people, is don't hold your baby too much.
I'll punch you in the face.
Like, okay, do these people not know? These people don't know. These people don't know nothing, apparently.
No.
Like, babies can't even regulate their body temperatures. Like, babies...
They were in a cocoon for 9 months, people.
Literally need to be held as much as possible.
Yeah.
Oh, my Lord.
Do you want... Oh. So, you know, I've had to take horrendous college courses for my degree. There was a study done by a certain group of individuals back in the 40s, 50s. I can assume people can guess. They took the babies from the mom, placed them in a room without sound, and just a light. Somebody'd come in and feed them but wouldn't touch them. When they changed them, they made sure they didn't touch them. You want to guess the outcome of all those babies? You don't want to guess, people, because they all flipping died within 2 weeks. All of them. They were fed, they were changed, but they died within 2 weeks.
I mean, they have no
that's an
stimulation.
extreme circumstance.
Nothing.
Yeah. It just so frustrates me when I see that, and I get it. I'm not a co-sleeper. I'm an aggressive sleeper. I'm not against co-sleeping. I'm just a very aggressive sleeper.
All my baby's in my bed, so...
No. Oh, my 6'1" husband gets kicked out of our bed. I'm 5'6". I am. I'm an aggressive sleeper. If I feel a heat source, I'm attracted to it, and I get as close as possible to it, and I will kick it off the bed on accident. So... I am not about that, but no, I rock my baby to sleep every night. I rocked all my babies to sleep. Parker slept in our room for the first 4 years of his life, I think. Kylie hated being touched after about 3 months old.
Yeah, I mean, once a baby gets a little older and they have their own personality, you know, my son wanted, you know, I carried him in a carrier 10 hours a day, I swear, forever, you know, but my youngest daughter, Emmy, she hated that. She hated to be carried around, lugged around. She wanted to be left alone, you know, but every child's different. But when it comes to, like, infants especially, it's like, no, you need to hope, like, if your baby cries, just pick your baby up, please. Hold your baby. Love your baby. Because they're only little ones.
I know. They'll get to the point where they push your face away. Jasper's getting there. Because he wants to play. Yeah, he wants to play. And I'm like, okay, go play on your play mat away from me. Then he tries to eat my pants. But You know? That one. Or breastfeeding. I had somebody tell me, you know, it's okay not to breastfeed them. I get it. Breastfeeding's hard, but I plan on breastfeeding my child even if I'm feeding him every hour to the hour and I look like I'm dying. I'm not. I'm just tired.
Yeah, I mean, the advice shouldn't deter you from doing something that is helpful.
Yeah.
You know, like breastfeeding. Yeah. You know, it's not for everybody. Not everyone's going to do it. But you shouldn't get advice that deters you from doing it. Yeah.
Or if you can't breastfeed, why are you pumping milk for them? So they get what I'm making. You know, I don't see... I never understood why people couldn't have empathy towards a mom that wants that attachment with their child. A natural attachment that we are made to have. You know, it's if you don't use it, you lose it.
I don't know. I exclusively breastfed 2 children and exclusively formula fed 1 child. But you do see those people who are like legitimately don't understand breastfeeding at all. Yeah. You know, they don't, like, not necessarily get weirded out. They just don't see a reason for it. Yeah. Or even get offended by it. And I'm like...
Oh, so many.
And I was never a showy breastfeeder, if that, you know, just to point that out. You know, no one ever really saw anything, but people would just, you know, would make comments like, oh, you're doing that again. You know, or why are you feeding him here? Why are you doing this here? I'm like, you don't see nothing, so go away.
Yeah, buzz off. Leave me alone. Yeah, and Jasper was my longest breastfed baby. Parker, I didn't breastfeed at all. Turns out, probably wouldn't have been able to because he had a split tongue. Kylie was so jaundiced that I was terrified and I wasn't producing at all. So she was formula fed after 2 weeks, and then I just gave up. Jasper, I pumped for, you know, I told you, he ate so much, y'all. I was making, but not enough for him, so he was breastfed, and then I finally got to the point where I was pumping and feeding him formula, and now he's just 100% formula and solids, because he is a tank. He's a tiny eating machine. He's always eating. Always. But yeah, no, and in general, my theory is the baby healthy? Is the mama healthy? Is the family healthy? Is the situation healthy? Yes. Leave it alone. Yeah. Right?
Advice should not be judgment.
No. Do not be a judgy McJudgerson. Do not do that, y'all. That's not... No, it sounds great and funny, but, just... let people be. I mean, I know people that are vegan and feed their kids vegan food, and that's all they think that they should feed their kids. Do I agree with that? Oh, hell no. I don't. I'm sorry, I don't. But I'm not going to preach down their throat that they're killing their kid. You know, and no, they're not killing their kid. I need to disclaim that. If you're vegan, you're not killing yourself. It's not what I'm saying. But, I mean, the same goes. If you're a vegan and you see a meat eater, just don't jump down their throat. Everyone has their own personal preference. I was a vegetarian until I got pregnant. I like chicken.
Is there any advice that you wish you were given? Any advice? Parenting advice? Marriage advice?
Self-care
advice? Yes, I was just thinking that too. Self-care, definitely. The parents get lost.
Why is it? Yeah, why is it when your child is 4 months old you haven't showered in a week? Right? I mean, if you have multiple children. And you feel guilty. You shouldn't feel guilty to take care of yourself.
No.
And no one ever says that. No one. And I think it should be baby showers. Why are more people not spoiled for the mom? Why is the mom not? The baby is. The baby gets all this stuff. Why is there not more focus on how the mom's doing? Because by the time you hit baby shower level, you either absolutely love pregnancy and you love where you are, or you want to be flipping done. Like,
done.
this baby should be done. Why is it not done? Why is my timer not going off? You know? I've always... I'm a mama 4. You're a mama 3 now. We have our hands full. There's moms of 6. There's moms of just 2.
I don't know
moms of just
how
1.
they do it.
Oh, bless y'all.
Yeah.
All the love and light your way, because, whoo, I'm tired.
And it's funny because Andrew will come home sometimes from work and I'll look at him and I'll say, I just want to wash my hair. I'm like, I just need 30 minutes in the shower. I want to shampoo and condition my hair and blow dry my hair. And he's just like looking at me like, why can't you do that? And I'm like, if I spent 30 minutes in the shower, my kids would literally burn the house down.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, I can't do that when no one's here.
Yeah, and I mean, I have older kids that can, quote, watch the baby, but we both know that's not going to work. No. It's not. You know, like today, can I take a shower? And, you know, my husband just looks at me, and I was like, I need a shower. I need it.
Not a rinse off, a shower.
I need one. Did I get to shave? No. I think I shaved my pits, but at least I got a shower. My hair is washed. It's not an oil pit. I feel clean. You know, except for Jasper spit up on my shoulder right after.
Yeah.
There's no winning with babies, but I'm clean everywhere else, and that's all that matters. Might be spit up in my hair even though I just showered, but at least everywhere else is good.
It's all right.
So there's a win there.
Yeah.
You know, there's... Oh, my favorite thing. I've never done this. I've watched the chaos unfold. You ever been scrolling through social media and you see somebody post a picture of a kid in a car seat and then the war in the comment section, or the passive aggressive moms that will not comment on that post, but they'll make their own post mom-splaining the other mom. And then I'm looking, it's just this.
I feel like some people need to realize that children don't come with manuals.
Yes.
And parenting is literally learning by experience. Yeah. I'm going to tell you right now, my first child was in a booster at like 2. Now, I didn't know any better. I was 20, you know, when she was 2. I had no idea what I was doing. You know, I look back at pictures now and I'm like, ooh.
I know.
Okay, that's bad. But, you know, I didn't know. No one told me.
We're here now. Our parents rode without car seats in the back of a station wagon.
Yeah.
Everyone's learning. Everyone is learning. And yeah, just be kind.
Be nice. Yeah, be nice. Be nice about it.
Just be kind with your advice, especially towards other moms. We're all flipping tired. We all want a break. We can't all drink wine. We don't all like wine. We don't all, you know, eat a Reese's tree even though you're allergic to peanuts. That's what I've been doing. Mm-hmm. Just be kind. It really hurts me seeing, you know, the people mom-splaining moms with the car seat stuff. And here, let me say this. Okay, so you have a 4-year-old that maybe the chest clip is a little low. Do you know what that mom just went through?
To get that 4-year-old,
I'm going to be honest. I took my kid shopping on Friday, and by the time she's in the car, I just wanted to scream bloody murder because there was just no winning. You know, if I got her in the car seat, that's all that mattered. You know, she's still in
up like a 5-point. And you gotta somehow, I don't know how, they turn into like a board of steel and they straighten up and you're like trying to shove them into the car seat and you're like, why is this not buckling? Like, what is this? How are you stronger than me?
Yeah, or just the dreaded, especially I remember being in the Midwest in the jackets with the car seat debacle. I understand it fully, but please, if you just fought with your 3-year-old to get them in the seat only to realize they're still wearing their winter jacket, tighten the shit out of it. I'm sorry, I'm going to say it. Just move on. Please, I don't even know. Drive slow. Avoid traffic, you know?
We will not judge you. That is for sure.
I mean, it's almost damn near safer to just say, PSA, mamas, do not post a picture of your child in the car seat. Even if you think it's perfect, there will be someone, somewhere, somehow, they will find something wrong. Someone will, even the perfect parent fails. Even the not perfect parent wins. We're all parents. We're all moms. We're all dads. We're all flying by the seat of our pants. Sometimes yoga pants. Hopefully pants. But we're all there.
That's right.
We're, mismatched socks when you're wearing sandals. I've done that. But at least my kids were fed.
I walked out of my house, got in my car, and I'll be driving to work, and I'm like, oh, I have no shoes on. I literally have done that before.
I posted.
I don't know how, but...
Oh, we were moving. It was, so a few years ago, we were moving into our current house, and we were remodeling the house we currently live in. And it was driving the kids across town to go to school. And no joke, I legit I wear colorful socks, people. I love my socks. I have a sock collection.
Harry Potter socks. Sorry.
Yeah. I think this particular day I was wearing a mermaid sock on one foot and I'm pretty sure dinosaur sock on the other foot, wearing multicolored slip-on shoes, yoga pants, and a t-shirt. And I remember looking down when I get out of the vehicle to walk my children up to school, thinking, oh Lord, the looks are going to be coming. I don't care. I didn't care so much that I decided to take out my cell phone, take a picture, and post it to Instagram, because you know what? I can't be the only person.
Nope, and you're not the only person. I'm happy when hoodie weather comes back, because I don't have to put on a bra when I drop them off at school. I'm like, ain't nobody gonna know.
Sarah, I had the mistake in 2013. I got in a car accident. You remember that? I wore a hoodie without a bra that day. Had a car accident, and I'm talking to the EMTs, and one was a female, one was dude, and I was like, I'm gonna be honest, I have 2 kids at home, it's donut day, I'm not wearing a bra, this is awkward. And it was getting hot because we're in the desert and I am burning up, and they're laughing at me, and it was just this, it was so bad. So if you're driving, I don't know if I recommend. I've never done it since then. I've never gone braless in a hoodie since that accident.
Well, I have, so free the titties.
The things that happen, free the titties. You're not a gigantic boob woman.
Yeah, true. I'm not as endowed as you are, Tabitha.
It's not fun. Breast reduction should be cheaper. Just saying.
That's your advice.
That's my advice. Medical people, breast reduction should be cheaper for women in pain. Though insurance now covers it. Some insurances. Look into that if you are. But yeah, what do you, to new moms now or to old moms, I mean, what is some advice we can give them from our standpoint, where we are in our lives? We have kids ranging in ages, and we're old, I think.
Get creative with hiding your snacks. I'm dead serious. Like, I saw a hack on I
have a 4-year-old terrorist, I understand.
And it was putting snacks in the frozen vegetable. Like, you cut the top off of the veggie steamers bags, and then you put, Snickers and stuff in there. In the freezer. Yeah, okay, so I do that. And I've hidden snacks in the oven before, but that turned out very bad because I don't check.
Somebody forgot to check
my oven. So I'll never do that again. But I've gotten pretty clever at hiding my snacks.
Yeah, we have domestic terrorists. The oldest one is the worst. Now it's the younger one. Well, not the baby, but I remember we had candy in our secondary fridge, and we have video recording of this child going and stealing it, shoving it into his lunch bag, thinking he was sly, all while walking right by a camera. Right by, and not like we record our kids for fun. We go on road trips, and we had somebody house sick because of our dog. And I have severe anxiety that somebody's going to break into my house. It is terrible. It's ridiculous. Don't judge me. Again, just leave me alone. But, yeah, and he was like, I don't steal candy. Really? Really?
Straight to your face. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Oh, so yeah, no, that's a good idea. They won't look at the veggies.
Nope. My kids have not figured that out yet.
Why can't you eat a carrot? Just, that's a good idea. Yeah. No, and I think make a self-care day and eat your hidden snacks. I don't care if it's just put a face mask on. I don't care if it's just take a nap. You know?
Listen to a podcast.
Listen to a podcast.
It's okay. It's okay to tune your kids out or to do something for yourself for 1 hour.
Go to the grocery store and just sit in the driveway in your car.
Yeah. Something. Anything.
Yeah. Just, I have self-care. I try to do self-care Sunday, and now that's turned into, hey, I took a shower. But it's progress. I used to do a face mask every Sunday, and then I had 4 kids. That didn't happen anymore. My face, as you can tell, tells that story.
But it's so fun when you put on one of those crazy, like, charcoal face masks and your baby.
Oh, I love them.
Oh my god, I loved scaring Emmy when she was a baby, and I would just run out of the bathroom and go, oh, my face mask on, and she would like just scream and cry, and I would just laugh and laugh. I'm such a terrible person, but it's so funny.
I've never thought about that. My baby, so when I was out shopping with all the kids and I'm picking up dinner and I'm in the car and I have my glasses on because it's night and I'm driving, and I had to put my face mask on, he cries until I take everything off, and I'm like, sir.
He's like, where's your face?
To see. Yeah, I'm just, dude, come on. Yeah, no, babies are funny. As long as your voice is there, right? Just your voice. Because your grandma went shopping with us at the at-home store, which, if you haven't been, Lord, it's a beautiful place. So beautiful. Yeah, if it wasn't for her, I don't know what I would have done. Just saying. Where was I? My 15-year-old just came out and distracted me. Shit.
Go to bed. Go to bed, children.
He's doing so much homework. Advice to teachers in high school during quarantine. Let them have a life. Please.
Oh, Lord. Okay. No. So, my daughter's in 7th grade. I thought they didn't do this until 8th grade. Tell me if I'm wrong. But she's starting the Constitution unit.
I did in 8th grade.
I did in 8th grade. I swear I did in 8th grade. And it's the unit that you have to pass or you fail that grade.
Fail.
You fail.
I had Wetzel. I remember my teacher. It was 8th grade.
Ava's final. Her final. So for this whole unit, like the test she has to pass is on January 6th. The day they get back from Christmas vacation.
What kind of crap is that?
Am I wrong? Am I wrong for thinking that's wrong? I feel like there should be some time, a few days for the kids to get back from Christmas break. Have refocus. A few more days to study, ask questions. Yeah. No, the day.
That means they have to study on their break.
Yeah. And if they have any questions, that's well.
Oh.
I don't know.
No.
So I will probably send over a very nice email because I love teachers and I love my children's teachers and I know that life is hard for teachers. But
yeah,
I will probably send an email asking if that could be changed at all.
Yeah, I am not a fan of that. Well, even my son's biology teacher, which I have found to be quite interesting, it gives them so much homework. So much homework. And I think he has a pure pleasure in giving so much homework to specifically football players during football season. If anyone doesn't know, when you have a high school football player, Football's every day, bro. Literally, I get called bro after football games by my 15-year-old. It's funny. So not funny. We have to have a podcast on that language with teenagers.
Bruh.
Bruh.
Bruh. My 6-year-old calls me bruh.
Oh, I'm
or
sorry.
Dude.
Ew.
I don't know.
He might get that from his aunt, because his aunt may or may not say dude a lot.
I say dude all the time, too. My boss sometimes yell at me. He's like, I'm not dude. Sorry,
Sir?
Yep, sorry.
Senor? I called Jasper Senor Jasper, and the kids thought I was probably stupid because they stared at me. Now the kids will come into the kitchen when he's walking around in his walker, and they're like, "Hey, Senor Jasper," and I just I laugh a little because it's just funny. So yeah, that guy. I love teachers. I've worked with teachers most of my life. Was teacher. Yeah. Do not give a test right after Christmas break that makes up their entire grade. That's not nice.
Like, it's literally, she will fail. That entire year. She will have to repeat 7th grade if she fails. I was a little upset.
That's not cool.
The date for that exam. But school's changing every day here because of COVID, so...
Yeah, I was at the football game on Thursday in my mask, away from people. I mean, I was pretty far away from people. Get an email. Most of Arizona schools are going back to online only. COVID cases are popping up left and right everywhere. And so I'm at the football game emailing Kylie's teacher saying, I'm so happy for you because she's a breast cancer survivor, immunocompromised to the 10. And yeah, it was bittersweet for her, and other teachers aren't so nice and have now been slamming many kids with homework because they don't agree with the circumstances. Don't punish the babies, okay? Leave the babies be.
I would say most kids, maybe not every child, but most children want to be in school. And this is hard on them, and it's hard on the parents. But we don't have a say in this, and neither do the kids. So
be nice, be kind.
Neither do the teachers. So I understand their frustration too, but I don't believe children should be given harder work or more work.
Yeah, the whole mindset. Yeah, one of Parker's teachers during the parent-teacher conference said, he's home. Why can't he do all the homework that I assigned to him? Sir, you give him 7 hours of homework. He's in school for 7 hours. Kiss my ass. I do not want my kids on the computer right after school. They've been on the computer from 7 a.m. to 3 or, give them a break. There's no reason that my son should spend all of Sunday doing homework. All day on Sunday doing homework. There's no reason. He's in high school, I understand. But speaking of that, I need to yell at my 10-year-old. She's missing schoolwork.
My 12-year-old is too. It's okay.
That's another thing. I think I'm worse at checking up on schoolwork now than I was when school was in session in person.
Because it's hard.
Yeah.
You have everything. You have all these scheduled live sessions. You have to make sure all of the devices are charged. You have to make sure that the children have everything they need. And then you still have to, feed them. Take care of yourself. Yeah. Take care of the house. Go to work.
They want more snacks.
Everything.
What the hell?
Yeah, it's...
Yeah, or God forbid you want to make an appointment with somebody and you don't know where to put that in your schedule because something will pop up with your husband's work or your kid's school, or the baby will be teething that day, or the 4-year-old is just not having it that day. Yeah, no. This got on a tangent about school.
Nope.
Oh, goodness gracious. But
That's a whole
at the
nother
end of the
topic.
day, yeah. At the end of the day, we hope that you don't ever take advice too much to heart. Accept the advice that you feel is appropriate. Right?
Yep.
I mean,
Yep.
and just live your life.
Yep.
Don't harm people.
You don't have
Do
to
no harm.
Yeah, you don't have to do what others say.
Claim.
Yes. You do what's good for you.
Just because somebody else is doing it doesn't mean you have to do it.
Yep.
The grass is not always greener on the other side. At the end of the day, your kids have been fed. Your kids are sleeping in a bed. Your kids had all things they needed. You win.
Yep.
That's all that matters. Are you alive? Did you eat today? You did? Go to sleep knowing you lived. You lived another day. You fought another battle. Get rest for the next day, because who
Parents,
knows
go
what
take a
that's gonna
shower, go drink some wine, whatever you want to do, smoke some
Shot
weed,
of
I don't
whiskey.
care, do whatever the fuck you want.
Right?
Take some
We
time
just
for
legal
yourself.
in Illinois.
It is. Is
disclaimer.
it out legal there? I don't know.
Yes, December 3rd.
Oh.
I'm not partying.
Oh, dang. I thought it was already legal there. Yeah, it's legal in Illinois, yeah.
Yeah.
Thankfully.
It's a halfway. It's an odd. Our governor is not a fan. Let's put it that way. So it's weird. It's getting weird, y'all.
It makes the state a lot of money.
I know.
But
I'll
anyways.
endorse that. But yeah. So but yeah, just take care of yourself. End of the day. Take care of yourself. Listen to a great podcast. I mean, besides this podcast, what's your favorite podcast?
Oh my gosh. Well, you gotta ask me that.
I'm sorry. Sarah,
I
y'all.
listen to
Woo-hoo!
so many. It is insane, and it's all about murder. That's
is. She's
really
like
sad.
I'm at her house. Her brother and I, who I'm married to her brother, if y'all need to know, I am married to her brother. We're sitting in her living room with all of her babies and our babies, and all of a sudden I hear so-and-so axed, blah, 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 and I'm thinking she is legit listening to true crime in the shower.
I do. And that's, yeah, my husband finds it weird because he's like, you're showering with other people. And I'm like, no, I'm not. But whatever.
I was
don't know.
listening to a fitness podcast in the shower, and my husband wasn't a fan of that. I haven't done it since then. I thought it was nice because my thoughts go all over the place, and they were in one spot during that shower. I was just listening to nutrition advice. It was great. It was wonderful. Yeah, so you don't have a favorite. Probably
Today I listened to Morbid. I think like this week is Morbid podcast. Two girls talking about true crime, and it's great. It's awesome. I love them.
That's nice.
Yep.
Maybe that we should have a podcast where we talk about kids committing crimes and the parents that have to go through that.
That was the podcast that Morbid just talked about. It was like a younger, basically a teenager, just, axing a whole bunch of people, so.
I mean, I had a friend that ended up committing murder on his father. That was interesting. I'm going to drink on that one. Yeah, I mean, I am just a baby in the podcast world. Funny that, because I've been screaming to do a podcast with Sarah forever. Yeah, I'm going to be honest. My current favorite podcast, don't judge, be nice, is Witch Bitch Amateur Hour. It's hilarious.
Oh,
hilarious.
I have not listened to that.
Oh my goodness. They had an episode that I listened to recently. By the end of it, they were drunker than drunk, I think. But they were doing, it was called the Spookisode. I'm a spooky person. I like my spooks. And so every time they told somebody's story, that person told them how to make a certain drink.
Oh.
So they would make the drink. Yes, they would drink it during that story. And they had like 4, 5, 6 stories.
Nice.
They were not light drinks.
Oh, shit. We should do that, Debbie.
I like that idea.
Yeah.
Is that our New Year's episode? Y'all.
There are a lot of podcasts that, involve drinks. I also really like this podcast will kill you, or this podcast can kill you. It's one of the two.
You told me about that. I have it on a post-it note.
It's a science-y podcast.
Oh, that's my jam.
And they talk about, diseases and infections and medications. But they have what they call quarantinis. And they're just like cocktails and different drinks that kind of go with what they're discussing. So,
yeah. I will tell you, the more that we've gotten into this podcast, pouring another glass, I don't know if it's the amount of alcohol I've consumed. I'm finding this Apothic Red more satisfying.
Yes, see, you gotta get into it.
You just have to drink a whole glass, and then when I pour my wine, ladies and gents, I don't do the sissy where you fill it up halfway. Do a full glass. You go through a bottle quicker, but I don't waste the glass. You don't want to waste the glass. They should make
like when you go to one of
smaller.
those like fancy schmancy restaurants and they fill up the glass like just to like halfway, and I'm like, well, I'm paying $12 for this glass of wine and it's only half full. Like
when you go to Olive Garden and they leave that little bit in your glass to try it, and I look at it like, that's chump change. What are you doing? That's a swig. That's a swig. How can I taste that? I did make that comment once, and they did give me more. I mean, I knew I liked the wine, so that was...
yes, I can taste it. Just give me a little more. I'm not sure. I'm still making my mind up.
Yeah, no. We have to do that. Y'all, send us drink recipes. We need to make that episode. We need to do an episode
that would
like
be fun.
that.
Mm-hmm.
I would love to do that. It'd be better if we were together, because this is a lot of alcohol that we consume. The price goes up. But, yeah, no. That would be fun. Give us ideas. If you have an idea for a podcast, parenting,
ideas,
momming,
stories, funnies, fails, frantics, anything.
Yes, email us.
We will read it on the podcast.
WineMomsPod. Yeah, WineMomsPod@gmail.com. Or our Instagram, WineMomsPod, or our Facebook, WineMomsPod. We don't have Twitter because Sarah's not a fan. Not that she's not a fan.
I don't understand it. I'm not smart enough for Twitter. I'm sorry.
I'm on Twitter. I like Twitter. It's funny. I follow comedians on Twitter and movie stars. I'm not fun. Devin Sawa is on Twitter, Sarah. Do you remember him? Yes.
Yeah. I know. Yeah, that's Mr. Casper, right?
That's Casper.
Oh, yeah. I loved him.
I follow him on Twitter. Mm-hmm. I follow him on Twitter. He's hilarious. I didn't know he was Canadian. Did you know he was Canadian?
That just made him even. Yep. I love me a Canadian.
Yep. Yeah, my husband's sitting behind me. I can't say the things you're saying right now. But he edits our video. This is going to be great. So, full disclaimer. We've enjoyed our wine tonight, if you cannot tell. Talking about advice kind of makes us a little irritable. I don't know. There's good advice, there's bad advice. Stick with what makes you happy. Ignore the haters, the Judgy McJudgersons.
Don't be a Judgy McJudgerson.
Don't. I'm not a fan. And yeah, live your life. Don't murder people so that Sarah listens to you on a podcast. That type of stuff.
Or if you do, make it interesting, so I have something to listen
Sarah
to while I do dishes.
Sarah can listen to it on the podcast. See, I do that to football practice and back from football to practice. School drop-offs is when I listen to podcasts, and that went away. So now it's shower or sitting in the driveway after the grocery store. But, yes, enjoy your night, ladies. We've had fun tonight. We've enjoyed our night.
Yes.
And yeah. So take care. Until next time. Cheers, mamas.
Cheers.